Okay, peeps, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about TSLY and how much you would need to retire on $50,000 a year of after-tax money. Let's get it. So the first website that I want to pull up here is the marketbeat.com dividends calculator. So I've already gone ahead and typed in some of this information. You got TSLY, it's an individual stock, monthly distributions. We do want to reinvest. The 69 shares, you guys are probably wondering how I came up with that. So basically 69 times the current price, which is $14.41, would give you an initial investment of roughly around $1,000. You got a share price of $18. The annual contribution would be roughly about $500 a month, assuming a 15% tax rate. And the initial annual dividend yield, which is the current yield on the YieldMax website, 69.26%. If you invested for 6 years, it would take you roughly about 5.5 years to get to that point. So what we're looking for basically is around $80,000 in pre-tax money. So if you assume $80,000 a year in dividends, you get about a 20% tax rate. So basically 16,000 minus 80,000 would give you about 65,000, and then you divide that by 12, so 5,300. It's a little more than 5K, but I mean, who's going to complain about having too much money in retirement, right? So we pretty much want to get to that $80,000 mark. So that's roughly about somewhere in between 5 to 6 years on that amount. Now, let's say that you wanted to be absolutely ridiculous about this and put in $1,000 a month, which is a lot. I understand that's a lot for a lot of people, but if you're able to do it, more power to you. So we'll put in 12,000 in annual contributions with the same metrics. I'm actually being really super conservative here. We're assuming that Tesla's never going to go up again, which I doubt. I'm pretty sure Tesla stock's going to go to like thousands of dollars per share. The share price never goes up, the dividend never goes up, and if Tesla's volatile over the long term, we all know that it's going to continue to pay out a humongous yield on Tesla. So let's calculate those dividends. And as you guys can see here, it would only take you roughly about 4.5 years to get to $80,000 in dividend income, or basically before taxes. That's if you're looking to retire off of dividends at the rate of basically about $5,000 a month. Now, let's be a little bit more conservative here. Let's say that you don't have $1,000 a month to invest. You only have, let's say, $300 a month to invest. So we'll go ahead and put that in. That's about $3,600 a year. And we will move this out to 10 years with the same metrics. And this is assuming that the price of Tesla actually went back up to the previous highs or the previous resistance area. As you guys all know, I'm also a trader and I do technical analysis. I'm not just an investor. So, I mean, shoot, after 10 years of just $300 a month in just Tesla, if this is what you want to do, you'd have a $2.2 million net worth on Tesla, assuming that everything stayed the same, and it would take you roughly only about 6 years, even at that rate, with compound interest and reinvesting the dividends, to get to that 80,000 a year mark. So you would need, at the price of $18 per share, you would need roughly about 6,000 shares. Maybe a little bit more than 6,000 shares. We'll double check this on the calculator. So we'll say 6,000 times the price or the would-be price of Tesla. Okay, so 108,000, but I mean, you guys got to understand, you're going to get paid dividends this whole time. So, you're getting paid all these dividends over these years from all these months. So that's actually going to add to the total amount. That's the reason why right here it says that basically that your annual dividend amount is 74,000, but you need 108,000. You don't actually need 108,000. You're only investing $300 a month. So if it takes you 6 years to get there, we'll just say that's 72 months, 300 times 72. You would actually only need $21,600 at that price, combined with the dividends, combined with the reinvestment, combined with the compound interest, to hit $80,000 a year in passive income over the course of 6 years. Now, let's just go ahead and throw this in there for fun. We'll say places in the US to retire on less than $1,000 a month. Here's some of the places you could go and easily live for under $5,000 a month in net income. You got North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Texas, North Carolina, Louisiana, New Mexico, Illinois, Florida, Iowa, Washington, see, Michigan, Connecticut, again, North Carolina, Alabama, Ohio, and Tennessee, Indiana, Missouri, New York. I could go on and on and on about this, but let's be even more ridiculous and let's say places you could live around the world less, or we'll just say for 1,000 a month. Cheapest places to live in the world for around 1,000 a month in 2023. So you got a bunch of different places here. You got Indonesia, Thailand, India, China, Malaysia, Philippines, Grenada, I'm not sure what that is, Mexico, Colombia, Chile, Georgia, Bulgaria, Croatia, Greece, Portugal. And you can see like all the different metrics here. So Indonesia, you got, looks like $500 a month. And then you got Thailand. We all know Thailand's relatively cheap, $650 a month. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on to all these different metrics. So I'm actually going to go ahead and leave these in the description for you guys to check out for yourself. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you want to retire on TSLY. And I will see y'all later. Peace.